Now we're making some real progress. I'm losing patience with myself. It's like, would you please just get this job done already? Any of you feeling that way? Any of you feeling like you're losing patience with me? Just to get this done. There's so many pieces of the puzzle though. I need one more lock washer. I get the 3 bolts. I get the 3 nuts. I only got 2 lock washers. And I don't want to make a special trip to the hardware store for one stinking lock washer. So my buddy has I have a stash of old nuts and bolts and washers and stuff. And I don't have one. This is looking promising. That's for a 5/8 bolt. We need one for a 1/2 inch. We need one for a 1/2 inch bolt. Come on. We just need one. Who doesn't have an old golf ball in their old hardware collection? I don't want to dump this out. Maybe I'll get lucky. I don't have to dump this out and the entire thing out on the floor. Come on, bunch of flat washers. Oh, is that one there? Is that one there? Or is that for 3/8? And, oh no, that's right. Oh, look at that. Look at that. There. There, okay. Okay, we don't have to stop at the hardware store. All right, we'll be back. All right, last time we was here, the van wouldn't start, and that was embarrassing and inconvenient, but we got the other piece of steel. I got that exchanged. There, this is only 3 inches wide. That's gonna work better. So we're gonna go take care of some things. Now I'll bet money that that little issue with the van has gone away. It's gonna start right up and we'll be on our way. Well, here's a bit of a distraction. The Vecchio's homemade sausage and fresh cut French fries. I just gotta run in the store real quick. Okay, I hope this is right. There's my plate. And, got the 3 holes in it. And I've already cleaned the chips off of it. And, you know, nice thing about this machine is you can locate your part, zero it out, and go to your precise locations. And it's a nice strong machine too. There's no messing around with a hand drill or fighting a tiny little drill press that's not designed for it. I'm gonna put one more hole up in the top of my piece of channel, and then we're gonna be done here. Now we're making some real progress. There it is. There it is. I think it's safe to go ahead and cut a few inches off of this. I only need it to be about a little bit past where it comes down to the tire. Probably cut it down somewhere around 21 inches maybe. The tire just needs to be up off the other piece by a little bit. I want a healthy inch. Really, the only thing I need to do is be able to put the spare tire cover on it. So I'm gonna go and get that in the saw, get that cut off. All right, while that's cutting, I don't know. I guess I'll just wait. Well, here's where we're at. This is where my little welder runs out of steam. What we're welding now here, I do have it in place and held there temporarily, propped it up, and got it about where I wanted to. It's just we're welding with the 1/4 inch plate, and that piece of channel that I bought is 1/4 inch minimum, and there's areas where it actually goes, it tapers and it gets a little bit thicker. This is not, I think that's the cutoff. I think you can weld up to a 1/4 inch. I know it doesn't exceed that, so we're just pushing the limits, and that is that particular weld right there is a critical weld. There's just gonna be a lot of stress on that, the weight of the tire and everything. And so my buddy, he's a better welder than I am, and he has a very powerful welder in the garage. So I'm gonna have to wait for his assistance. You know, I got a couple of welds there. It'll hold it for now, but I'm gonna take that tire back. I'll get the weight off of it. It's tack welded in place, but I'll have to pull the coachman around close to the front door because his welder is not mobile like this is. It's like mobile with a crane, or a fork truck or that sort of thing. So at least it's in place. I can get that the tire off and out of the way. He can go around with his welder, and we'll get that welded up and add some gussets to it too for extra strength, and we'll get this all finished welded. But that's going to be kind of a tricky placement. It's not going to hit the back of the RV, that angle. Then there's clearance for the generator. It's going to work out. We're getting there. My little welder's been doing pretty good on the stuff getting up to a 1/4 inch. I was hoping that it would. The trouble is when you don't have enough power on the thicker materials, it just doesn't have the power to penetrate, to get good weld penetration for good strength. So, but it's been doing pretty good. I thought, well, it's a pretty good little welder. But I can tell it's kind of beating up, you know, higher than it should. It should flow in better. So I see it's not getting good penetration for good strength. So I got to hand it off to my buddy and let him put some real welds on it for that part of it anyhow. She is not happy with me this morning. Not too happy with me. I've already told her that she needs to she's gonna stay here for a while. She knows what that means. She's like, I don't get to go with you. I'm so sad. It makes me so sad. Jumping ahead a day here, the next morning. What are we up to today? It's difficult not to rush these projects because it's not just a matter of getting the projects done, but it's getting the mess of the whole thing cleaned up. From everything that goes on the back of the RV, you know, the spare tire, the cover, the generator, the e-bike, all the tools cleaned up. It's a matter of getting the mess cleaned up too. You get too many pieces and parts going on, and you know, yesterday we finished the kind of the dry fit. We're gonna call it a dry fit. In other words, I know the pieces are together enough that it's gonna work, but it's time to get this back off of here. I was thinking that it was on there permanently I was gonna pull the whole coachman around, but at this point I can unbolt that and take it in by the welder and finish the welding up on that. And like I said, my buddy's got to do that with his welder. It's heavier and does that's what's needed for that. And the rest of this I can finish up with my welder. I got to do around the bottom side yet. So this whole thing is just a dry fit right now, or so we're gonna revisit that. This is all gonna come off here. I got some other things I need to be doing on the back here. I'm gonna put a backup camera on it, and I gotta do some general cleanup work here. You might have noticed I finally got that after being told enough times. I did take that old bumper sticker off of there, had the heat gun out here and warmed it up and scraped it off, and I shot it a little bit with some spray paint. But I need to take that rack off, and I'm gonna scuff that up again and you know, paint the entire thing. So, and, you know, I got tail lights to put in, the new ones. So that stuff is easier to do with this rack off of here. So it's going to be a little bit yet before this all goes back on and everything gets put on it, and this part of it all gets put to bed, so to speak. So needs to get out of the way, address the whole other stuff, and jeez, I'm sorry. But the answer is still no. You can't go today. I need to go take care of some other things too. I get doing the projects and I forget I got other obligations. Other thing is that welding. might get delayed anyway because my buddy's gonna do that other part, and he's feeling a little under the weather right now, so I need to move on with some other things, keep moving forward, and I'll get back to that when I can. All right, we're gonna have a little update on the bounder here. The project segment of the video is over. I'm probably gonna, if you want to hang around a little bit here, I might just do a little yakety yak like I sometimes do. I do still own the bounder. A little update on that. That's where I'm going right now. It's still down on my buddy's lot, which I'm supposed to be mowing the grass down. Well, I mean, I'm not supposed to be. That wasn't part of the arrangement. It was just something I took on, like, that's the least I can do is, well, as long as the bounder's down there on his lot, is mow the grass, right? I mean, that's an obligation, that's a duty that I've put on myself, rightly so, right? So, anyway, I don't think I've been down here in like 2 weeks. Ooh, maybe longer, because we went camping with Terry and Scott. I hope John, I know you're gonna watch this. I hope you haven't been down there and said, oh, this grass needs cut, and you went ahead and cut it, or Marty. I'm taking care of it today if you haven't already. But the bounder, we'll get down and, okay. The buyer, the prospective buyer, his wife got ill and went to the hospital. I don't know how long. I want to catch up with him when we talk on the phone, but we've just been texting. I don't text a lot. He knows that. My texts are really short, and that's about it. But I want to catch up with him a little bit. I hope his wife is doing better. He did say that she is out of the hospital, and I don't know what happened, but she's getting physical therapy, so there's been a delay on understandably on his end, and which is okay because there's been plenty of delay on my end. And we've just been working together for a while, so without mentioning any names, keep keeping him anonymous, at least right now. I hope your wife is doing much better, period. We'll talk soon enough, and get back on track when it's more convenient for you. But in the meantime, the bounder's down here, and wow, it's foggy this morning. And I need to get the grass cut this morning. And I got a bunch of other errands to run today. Stuff I put off because I'm busy with all these stinking projects. So, anyway. This is so weird that the bounder, I just haven't even seen it in a couple of weeks. And, oh good, the grass hasn't been cut. So I don't think John or his brother Marty come down here real often. But it does need cut. And the bounder all looks to be intact. Today feels like one of those days where, you've been working all week and then Saturday finally comes, you got to run Saturday errands. Maybe that's because it is Saturday. And I'll probably upload this today. This is about as real time as it gets. See, my videos are not far behind right now at all. Everything looks all normal in here. I tell you what, I really do like the bounder and how big it is. I do. I don't know. If this fella doesn't buy it, maybe I'll just put it on a permanent lot somewhere and keep it. And maybe in the event that gas dies back down to less than $2 a gallon, like it was about 2 years ago, maybe I'll put her back in service. No, the bounder needs to go. We need to move on from this beast. The way we travel, the Coachman's such a nicer size for the way we go about things. The only thing I really keep in here is coffee, a coffee maker, some coffee mate. Oh, a little thing of Cheez-Its, a little snack. That's a little emergency snack. And a couple of styrofoam cups. I don't think I have any coffee pods for the thing. So So actually there's a couple in the van. All right, see, it did need a cut. See, we got that going on, and we got this going on. So yeah, it did need cut. Getting pretty thick. All right, I have this whole upper. Here's my routine. I cut the upper part of the yard here, then I pull the van over, and I mow where the van was sitting, and then I pull the bounder. Every time I mow, I always pull the bounder way up, so instead of mowing around it and leaving some of that high grass you can't get to, because eventually then it looks like, boy, that thing hasn't been moved in a while. So, well, two things. It makes for a better mow job, especially on the other side, and it exercises the bounder. So if I come down and mow every week or two, or 3 in this case, yeah, all that gets mowed nice. It looks like it was just parked here. Well, because it was. I moved it up, and I moved it back and parked it. Yeah, and that keeps the bounder happy, and the batteries. It's good to start them up, even if you're not using them. It's good to start them up regularly. And it is going to get hot quick today. I don't even think it's 8 a.m. yet. It's probably pretty close. And just mowing this little bit, it's like, whew. Yeah, it is a little bit humid this morning. There's a lot of fog. All that'll burn off, but right now it's kind of blah. It's supposed to go up to 92 today with some humidity. It can be a little uncomfortable, and 94 tomorrow. So, and then the extended forecast is back in the low 80s. So we get a couple of hot days here and there. They come in little spells and then they're gone. But it's gonna be a warm one today. I want to get this out of the way this morning. Okay, buddy, I'm gonna need you to do what you do best, and that is be reliable. I know it's been 3 weeks. I know it has. I put her away a few days before. Oh, no, we went down on our camping trip. What am I talking about? On our camping trip, we come down and got it to run it up the camp for 2 days to wax it, remember? That totally slipped my mind. So I'm sure she's fine. So it's been at least probably a week and a half. Steps in. All right, we'll give Betty a minute to get ready. Little warm up. There's the backup camera on. It's hard to, Betty barely fits in this lot. It's pulled up far enough to get it out of the way to mow that back section. I got actually pulled up on the street a little bit. I have to turn the air conditioner on. Alright, got the air conditioner running. This could pull her up a bit. Alright, that looks better. And look, the bounder is such a yard killer. Now you might think, the least I could do is maybe reseed this for John and Marty after the bounder's gone. But you know what, in Pennsylvania, it does not take long. Once it starts getting sunshine and rain again, a couple of weeks or a month of that, you'll never know the bounder was over here. That'll just start growing again. It'll be fine. Now John always thanks me for mowing down here, which is crazy. It's like, thank you, for letting me, use your lot down here to store the bounder most of the summer now. So thank you, John and Marty. I do have the generator running, the air conditioner on. And so I'm gonna move I'll move the bounder back here, and we can put the mower back on the back of the van, and we can be done down here. All right, I'm gonna get on with my day. We made a quick stop here at AutoZone. That new radiator is supposed to be here Tuesday. So I got 2 gallons of concentrate for the van, and I need to run over to Staples and swing by the notary and you know, it's that kind of a day, just to run some errands, take care of some loose ends. And oh, the awning is supposed to be here Monday, the new big full size awning for the coachman. Yeah, and yeah, the awning Monday, the radiator Tuesday, and a million little things before, during, and after. So, I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, the donut connection. Nah. Well, here's a little bit of good news, and we'll see who watches videos to the end. Is gas just dropped in one day, went from $4.79 a gallon to $4.59 a gallon. So 20 cents in one day. I hope that lasts for about 20 days.